that you borrowed the case from your colleague. Because you did not have the colleague. 91-year-old with some comorbidities. The patient had a cath lab activation because of STEMI, inferior, and this was RCA. She got the latest heparin and went to the cath lab. She did not get any thrombolytics. It was primary PCI, 91-year-old, and there was a good discussion. The son, who lives in New York, is a lawyer and wanted everything to be done. Just to let you know. So the mom is good, so they want everything done, and then RCA and watch the guide engagement, and then it's a balloon, and everything very good, and then this happened, and then now. So I call it. There is a classification of perforation that you do, and then one classification at the end. There is also called the Nagasaki situation. This is if you don't know how to handle this. Any idea what you want to do now? Anyone? So first of all, you need to stay calm and then tackle this. You can use balloon and then stop the free flow and then get yourself organized. One thing I request you, beg you, not to lose the wire. Because if you lose the wire, that's an even bigger problem. And you can do ping pong guide, by time, salvage. So this was the graft master that will salvage the patient. I'll go through it quickly, but for this audience, I don't need to go through the classifications and all that. But what you do after, there's another important thing, that after this, you call the OR, standby and all that, but then once done, big relief, don't forget to take care of these patients after. And then we talked about dual antiplatelet, but what do you do in this case? I probably say that continue for a long-term dual antiplatelet. There's perforation, there's a frank perforation, distal wire perforation, and how to tackle the distal wire perforation. Rota wire, you are using this now. If it is a rota floppy wire and distal perf, it can be a problematic. Please make sure that you are aware about this complication so that you can recognize and salvage the complications. Another case, it was a TAVR case, and then TAVR was done, all went well, and then 23 millimeter Edward Sapir, everything good, pre-close, part close, a little bit of ooze, and swelling, and then patient went to the floor, and then dropped blood pressure. So I was not even, I didn't even think of that. And the fellow said, hypertension may be vagal. I said, vagal? And then said, maybe volume. So we give some volume, blood pressure was 95. And I said, this doesn't look good. So I'm coming. So what do you want to do next? In a hypovolemia, I tell the fellows that this is all boot camp. It's military academy. If the post ECI hypertension in the recovery room, vagal maybe. Second time hypertension, it is not vagal, something else better. It's very, very important. But if it is a TAVR patient, there's no reason to be a vagal 2 hours later. So I said, get an echo. We had this pericardial effusion tempora. That is shocking to me, that why this happened. But when we look back, we recognized this early. The surgeons were with us in the OR for the TAVR, but they left. So what do you want to do now? So I usually do, the Mayo Clinic approach or our approach is some Z-foil or people approach. But now I don't really worry too much about this. I usually go in a micropuncture method and then get this access and then drain it out and then look. So one of the famous thing about the cardiac tamponade, this is the cartoon on the right. We all read Morton Kern's book. This is I told Morton Kern that tamponade is not the amount only. It is the rise of pressure and then in what time. See, you have the very interpericardial volume, you have the pressure, and also the third issue is the time. If there is a small amount that gets collected in a very short time, the pressure rise will be such that pressure will go into tamponade. So it is very important that we recognize this and you are trained enough that you can drain the pericardial fluid. Otherwise, it will be a problem. We talked about rotational atherectomy. This is one of my fellow now attending. Had this, LAD, and then going on good, bar, and then a nasty dissection. And then the long balloon, and once this happens, and then basically chest pain, blood pressure dropping, or arrhythmias, one thing is that stay calm and try to salvage this. If it takes long and longer steps, you need to get long. So you can read the classifications of dissections, but one thing, when there is deep or spiraling downhill, then you really need to make sure. At that point, I would request you to be liberal about using the images. Make sure that everything is taken care. Then this another problem that we see is the non-STEMI right coronary is like this. And this was me to start with. And then circumflex is closed. So we thought that we see that there is a osteal LAD, but we fixed circumflex, and Benita talked about the simultaneous kissing, and we were okay. We did not give anything in the OM branch. Stent, good, flow good, and then 24 hours later, increasing chest rate, going up, and diffuse chest pressure. So at this point, the patient is going into hypertension. So we talked about the all radial, when compared to 7 French port. In a situation of shock, I try to go to brain, take a micropuncture image on both sides, growing shot, and if we have time, we use pre-close, part-close, and then close. So look at this now, that the circumflex is gone. And then osteal LAD, which we thought we can bring back, now we have a problem. So we restored the circumflex, and then we took care of this, but we had to give the hemodynamic support with the impeller, and then we came out good. Stent thrombosis within 24 hours is the procedure. Something happened in the procedure. So when we came second time around, we actually used IVIS because this happened, so we can't take any more chance. I just wanted to emphasize that. And then once we touched the left brain LAD, we also used the imaging. And not only, and geographically we are good, but also we wanted to make sure that imaging-wise we are also good. So timing is important in the case of the stent thrombosis. I don't want to go into the details, but there is another problem sometimes we see. After the STEMI, we have, for some reason, a series of STEMI in 1 week. I got one, two shared by my other colleagues. Everybody has this.
1 minute more.
So everybody had this problem with the Nori flow. And we talked in the morning about what to do. So Nori flow can be two double problems. One, that it is truly Nori flow. The other problem is that you are thinking Nori flow, it is actually not, it is something else. So in this case, that happened. So not really noted, but it was a combination of both proximal edges dissection and look at this, how to call this, and then we have to tackle the proximal dissection with another stent, and then still not good. So you give everything. You do nicardipine, and then also adenosine. Now there's a paper recently came out with the epinephrine. So we told earlier this morning about interpulmonary epinephrine. We don't have to be corrected, but ultimately we checked out and then flow came out good. So these are important complications that we really need to pay attention to. My only appeal to you that PCI is kind of going into your wall, and you need to make a planning. You need to have a plan B. You need to anticipate what may happen and recognize that problem, and also tackle that problem in a very systematic way so that you actually serve the patient. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, we are running short of time because we are 30 minutes still behind. So we can take two questions from the audience. Two questions from the audience first.
Okay, so from audience, I have a question. Beautiful presentation by always this type of questions you ask, and the subject is so vast, a lot of things that you can discuss. My focus was substation of compression, inversion, and compression of better temperament. But in case of we have also research different about models of treatment and management. About auto transmission, I need to know actually the recent update auto transmission, can we do auto transmission, how we can
Auto transfusion, depending upon your institution, some institutions will not allow auto transfusion, period. Because it is still, as long as you do it and don't get burned, it's okay. But in case if you're transferring the same, transfusing the same patient's blood without filtering and they develop any sort of reaction, you are liable. So obviously, make sure your hospital is okay with the auto transfusion.
मुझे लाइट का पीछे नहीं तो ये करना ही है
You need to know that what you can do most efficiently. Because if you focus on something else, you can take time. So try to salvage what you are trained. That's another important thing. That in here, everywhere, you develop a camera. And we actually, based on tablet-related camera, we actually are very okay to go in. Because you are not the amount of blood loss, blood accumulation. But it is free only then you can think about it. But sometimes that logistics is very challenging.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to know something from you. Actually, I faced cardiac tamponade during PCI last year. But I tried to explain through the subject route, but I failed. So do you have any experience to get tamponade approach? What could I do?
So with Echo now, I'm very comfortable finding out which approach is better, apical approach or typhoid approach. But I lately am using the micropuncture needle. Micropuncture needle, you go in and then give a little aspiration, few mixed blood, you echo is there, you go where you are, and then you can just use your regular wire and put the sheet. Then try again, it is a dire situation. I would go where the money is, and then go for it. Ivan, you have any?
How much time the patient gave you?
That's what I was saying. Typical approach. When we do it in a cath lab, we are using fluoro, but I now lately using more echo at the same time.
Another point, I think it is good to mention about the distant exploration by live wire, which is much more dangerous because we do not know that during the procedure, and after some time, patient will be crashing.
So you heard about the distal perforation. That's actually more challenging and can be a problem. So for the rotaflopy, I take extra